Hello, Genesis Project. I wanted to make this video to maybe help with faith. And this is my story that I wanted to share. And to start my story, I would like to start with what I looked like before I started my journey. And this is before I had much faith in my life. This is before I had much medical problems in my life, and I think the picture says a bit. And I had a blackout seizure, and I went to the ER, and I found out that I had a brain tumor, and I didn't really understand what it meant, but this is kind of what the mass was. It was kind of hard to understand and figure it out, but they had to get a team, and the only place that would do it was in Phoenix, Arizona, and I went there and had my tumor removed, and it was, tough. And here is kind of better words than I can say of what kind of what that looked like. And this is kind of a picture of the aftermath of what that looked like. And it took a lot. This is after the surgery and staying in rehab. I couldn't walk without assistance. This belt around me is so if I fall, someone can grab me, and I cannot feel the right side of my body because of the surgery. And when I got home from rehab, I didn't have a lot of family close by, and I couldn't walk, and I found the Genesis Project by it was the only church that was a Christian church that I could walk to. So I would get in my stroller, and I wanted to go to church and work on my spiritual health. And I would walk to the Genesis Project, sit down, and get up and walk back to my house. And I did the things the doctors told me to do. I did the stuff that I could. And then I had to do the next step, which would be chemo and radiation. And I tried to be as uplifting as I can doing that, enjoying the hairstyle and doing the best I did with what I got. And that's a picture of me going through the treatment a little bit with a smile on my face. And I've done the things that I'm supposed to, and I'm in the best position that I have been in my life. And I wondered, why would people with go to cancer stuff and hard stuff in life, you can question your faith, but it brought me closer to my faith. And then I have a grandmother who has been battling stomach cancer for 11 years now, and she was getting worse. And I got a phone call to come and see her because she was fading, and I showed up in a tough environment, and it took all my strength to be there, and I was able to teach my grandma a lot of what I had to teach myself. And from the few days that I could be down there and work with her, she went from I didn't know what her future would be to very healthy and working with me. But I had a point, a crossroads, where for me to expend that much energy, it was taking a toll. And I prayed for strength, and I got it. And then I prayed for the moment that I could walk away, when it wasn't time for me to be there. And I was running out of strength, and it was like nothing I experienced in my life. I got the message as clear as day that it was time for me to go, even though my grandma was not in the best position, but getting better. And when I left, it was hard, and but everyone was grateful, and I left very well. And when I got back to the Genesis Project, they played a song that hopefully they can play for you, because we have a live band here in Ogden. And if you could send any prayers to me, Bart Brown, and my grandma, Maria Nichols, we would appreciate it. And hopefully this story can strengthen your faith as it did mine.